everybody, today I'm going to be making some soft pretzel sticks. For that you're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. You could use brown sugar, regular sugar, but I'm using Splenda. You're going to need 4 cups of all-purpose flour. You're going to need 1 1/8 teaspoons of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. You're going to need 1 1/8 teaspoons of yeast and 1 1/2 cups of warm water. Okay, so you're going to put your flour, your sugar, and your salt in your mixing bowl, and then you're going to heat your water up, and you're going to mix your water with your yeast. Okay, so I heated my water up for about a minute. I put my yeast in, and then you're going to mix this until it's dissolved. Okay, so when your yeast is dissolved, dump it into your flour and your salt and all, and give that a good mixing. Okay, when your dough is mixed, take it out, put it in a bowl, and leave it rise for about a half hour. So after about a half hour and after your dough rose, you come over here and you spray your cooking sheet with Pam. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put your dough in the middle of the pan and push it down into a flat. Okay, so after you have your dough pressed on your pan, you get a pizza slicer and you cut your strips as big as you want. So I like to start in the middle and make a line, and then what I'll do is I'll get a fork and I'll put it here, and that'll be my next line. Okay, so when you're done making your lines, get a knife and cut the ends here because your pizza cutter won't be able to get them. When your ends are cut, then you turn your sheet end for end and you cut down the middle. So the next step is you get 2 tablespoons of baking soda and 2 cups of water, and you put your baking soda in the water and you dissolve it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take each one of these strips and we're gonna dip it into the water and then put it onto a greased baking sheet. So after you dip them into the water and baking soda, you let them rise again for another about 20 minutes at least. Okay, so if you got any little scrappy pieces, roll them into a ball, leave that sit for 20 minutes along with your sticks, and then we'll make them to a stick as well. Okay, so after about 20 minutes or so of rising again, you get some butter and you get a little brush like this or whatever, and you brush some butter on there. Then after you put your butter on, you get a little pinch of kosher salt, and you put some salt on. And if you don't want no salt, don't put none on. When you're done that, you put them in the oven, 450 for 12 minutes. Or until golden brown, depending on your oven. Okay, so here they are after 12 minutes, golden brown. Now these freeze very well. You could take them out and you could put them in the air fryer for a minute or the microwave. Enjoy!